Naval Staff Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogala was appointed on 23rd June 2023 as the 22nd Indigenous Chief of the Naval Staff. And shortly after that appointment, he enumerated his vision, which is to have a highly motivated and professional naval force capable of shaping the security outcomes within Nigeria's maritime domain, the littorals, and land-based engagements in fulfillment of Nigeria's national interest. In order to achieve that vision, he also stated a mission, which is to maintain and equip a professionally competent and ethical naval force, leveraging on all elements of national power for effective defense of Nigeria's maritime interests against all forms of threats in fulfillment of national security imperatives. If you sum this vision and mission up, he came out with a strategic end state. Very simple, very clear, that the strategic end state of Nigerian Navy operations is the attainment of a safe and secure maritime environment in the Gulf of Guinea. I've talked about surveillance, response, and law enforcement. Now, sir, the law enforcement does not depend wholly on Nigerian Navy. If a vessel is arrested for an alleged crime like MV Blue Shark, she needs to be investigated. If necessary, she needs to be prosecuted. There needs to be a conviction. There needs to be punishment. That takes us into the judicial arm of the nation or the nations involved, which is beyond the Nigerian Navy. We still have slight challenges with law enforcement. What do I mean? We have many cases of vessels that are pending investigation.
I'm glad that you decided to visit Voice of Nigeria first, because this is actually the place to be. And when you were talking about the mission and vision, it's actually in line with our own mission and vision here. We have no any other job than to tell Nigeria and African story. Tell the story about Nigeria and Nigerians, Africa and Africans. And as an institution, we do this on a daily basis in 8 languages, 4 local languages and 4 international: Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, and Fulfulde. Of course, you know, by categorization of languages in Nigeria, you have what you call the major languages. Before you have the major, the minor, and then the endangered languages. You just raised a point, and having 2 privileges: one of growing up within the barrack, but secondly also researching and having privilege of being embedded both at land, at sea, and the air. I also know that the biggest challenge that the armed forces have, which include Army, Navy, and Air Force, is that there's a lot that needs to be done in terms of helping to tell the story of the Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Army, and Nigerian Air Force. You know, when you go to other parts of the world, it's not their military that tell their own story. It is the citizens, you know, that tell the story on their behalf. You raise a very important point. Until we started Nigerian Navy today, now Nigerian Focus, many people don't know that you have the SBS, Nigerian Navy, embedded. And I told them, as early as 2015, when I was embedded with the military in the Northeast, with General Boratai and other senior officers, some of the best special forces were actual SBS from the Nigerian Navy. Some of the best and brightest. I mean, of course, some of them paid the supreme price. But some of them, when you see them now, you won't know that they have gone through all those rudiments. So I think that as institution, I want to assure you that I see myself as somebody who is on a patriotic duty here to tell Nigeria and African story. But I have also been privileged to understand the challenges of the Nigerian Armed Forces, and I mean by extension Army, Navy, and Air Force. And therefore, the Nigerian forces cannot have it better than now. They can't have anybody that they can live now to leverage on the opportunity to tell the Nigerian story, tell the story of the armed forces. forces because I know your challenges. I know what you are doing. I want to assure you that right away now, I'm offering the Nigerian Navy a dedicated program. That dedicated program will be a weekly program. We are going to work it out. Director Legal is here, Director Program, Director News will be here. So we are going to work out the name, the timing, and how we are going to generate content for it. And this will include not just armchair, if possible. We have bureau offices all over, but from the headquarters here, we can get a team.
Yes, sir.
You have to do some things on special. For instance, we can focus on Nigerian Navy effort in various operations.